Kyle Richards is opening up about her once turbulent friendship with former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Lisa Vanderpump. The two shared a strong bond for years before their famous season 9 falling out, but Kyle recently surprised fans by speaking fondly of her former friend, a gesture that caught many longtime viewers off guard. Kyle Richards shares unexpected praise for Lisa Vanderpump. During a recent Amazon livestream on October 22, Kyle was asked to share 5 nice things about Lisa. Without hesitation, she responded with admiration. "She's very funny," Kyle began. "She's very smart, beautiful, a great businesswoman, and I bet she'd make an amazing grandmother." Kyle then addressed the challenges that came with their years on reality television together. "Lisa and I have had our ups and downs," she admitted. "When you're doing a show like this, emotions can run high. If things had played out differently, maybe our friendship would have too." She added, "Of course, there were difficult moments, but there are also so many wonderful qualities that Lisa has, absolutely." The thoughtful comments stood out for fans who remember the season 9 drama that ultimately marked the end of Vanderpump's time on the show and her long friendship with Kyle. Is a reunion between Kyle and Lisa possible? Despite her kind words, Kyle doesn't seem ready for a full reconciliation. During another Amazon Live in December 2024, she clarified her stance when fans asked if she would reach out to Vanderpump. She once said things would have to start with an apology, Kyle noted with a smile. "But honestly, that's not something I'm planning on. So we'll see what happens in the future." Still, Kyle revealed that she recently crossed paths with Lisa and her husband, Ken Todd, not long ago. "I actually saw her recently," Kyle shared. "She was with Ken, and it was a brief but friendly encounter. Ken's always warm. He always greets me kindly. Lisa was polite too, and it was a pleasant surprise. It didn't go badly at all." Their interaction may have been brief, but it was a sign that time may have softened some of the tension between them, even if neither seems eager to fully rekindle the past. Vanderpump reacts to Kyle nearly becoming her neighbor. Interestingly, Lisa also spoke about Kyle during her appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen earlier this year. She revealed that Kyle had once considered purchasing a home located just across the street from her. "This house is so close to mine," Lisa said to Andy Cohen. "She came to see it several times. It used to belong to Channing Tatum, and I had always thought it was such a fun property. Then I found out Kyle was looking at it. I couldn't believe it. I joked that she might as well have asked to stay in my guest house instead." The story delighted fans, especially those who remember the duo's lighthearted chemistry in earlier RHOBH seasons. Could friendship be in the future? While the chances of a full reunion remain uncertain, many Bravo fans hope that time and mutual respect will eventually bring the two back together. Both women have continued to find success outside the show. Kyle remains a central figure on an RHOBH, and Lisa has built a thriving television and restaurant empire. Even if their paths don't fully cross again, Kyle's words show that her feelings toward Lisa have evolved. There's a maturity and warmth in how she speaks about their shared past, something longtime viewers never thought they'd see. Whether or not a friendship revival ever happens, one thing is clear. Both Kyle Richards and Lisa Vanderpump have left a lasting impact on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills legacy, and fans will always remember the laughter, the loyalty, and yes, the drama that came with it. Kyle Richards opens up how time changed her perspective on Lisa Vanderpump. When the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills first aired in 2010, Kyle Richards and Lisa Vanderpump quickly became the faces of the show's golden years. Their friendship brought a unique mix of elegance and humor to Bravo screens. Lisa with her British wit and pink sparkle, and Kyle with her Los Angeles warmth and sharp one-liners. But as every longtime viewer knows, Beverly Hills friendships are rarely simple. More than a decade later, Kyle is now reflecting on that bond with a surprising level of grace and nostalgia, offering a perspective that only comes with time, distance, and self-reflection. A friendship that defined an era. Back in the early seasons, Kyle and Lisa were practically inseparable. Their banter became iconic. Lisa's quick humor balanced Kyle's relatable charm. The two vacationed together, shared family dinners, and often defended each other when drama erupted among the other women. Fans dubbed them the dynamic duo of RHOBH. But by season 9, that bond had fractured, the tension spilling into one of the most unforgettable confrontations in Housewives history. Their disagreement, which played out both on-screen and in the press, marked the end of a friendship that had once seemed unshakable. Why Kyle's comments shocked fans. Fast forward to October 2024. During a casual Amazon Live session, Kyle was answering fan questions when one viewer asked her to name 5 nice things about Lisa Vanderpump. It could have easily been a moment brushed off with humor, but instead, Kyle chose kindness. Her response, "She's funny, smart, beautiful, a great businesswoman, and would make a great grandmother," spread quickly across social media. Fans immediately noticed the sincerity in her tone. There was no sarcasm, no shade, just warmth. For Kyle, the moment wasn't about rekindling the friendship. It was about acknowledging what once was. "We had so many great moments," she reflected. "Even when things went wrong, there's no denying the impact we had on each other's lives. That's something that doesn't disappear." Revisiting the past with clarity. In follow-up conversations, Kyle admitted that filming a show like The Real Housewives can bring out sides of people they might not recognize in themselves. "When you're living under that kind of microscope," she said, "the smallest things get amplified. What might have been a simple misunderstanding can suddenly become a storyline." It's a perspective that comes with years of experience. Over 14 seasons, Kyle has seen friendships crumble, alliances shift, and public opinion turn overnight. Yet her willingness to talk about Lisa with admiration, after years of silence, suggests she's reached a place of genuine peace. "Sometimes you don't realize how important someone was until you look back," she added. "Lisa and I shared a lot of laughter. We helped each other through some big life changes. That's the part I choose to remember now." The unexpected encounter. One of the most interesting developments came when Kyle revealed that she had recently seen Lisa and her husband, Ken Todd, out in Los Angeles. Their meeting, though brief, went better than anyone expected. "I saw her not long ago, maybe a month or two," Kyle shared. "I said hello. Ken was lovely as always, and Lisa was polite. It wasn't awkward, it wasn't dramatic, it was actually really nice." For fans who remember the frosty silence that followed their fallout, this casual encounter felt like progress. Maybe not a friendship revival, but certainly a moment of maturity between two women who've grown beyond old feuds. Lisa's reaction, a subtle smile and a little sass. Meanwhile, Lisa Vanderpump has continued to live her best life, juggling her restaurants, Vanderpump Rules, and new ventures in Las Vegas. But she hasn't completely avoided the topic of her former bestie. During a May appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Lisa was asked about Kyle nearly buying a house near her Beverly Hills estate. Her reaction was pure Vanderpump, playful and slightly cheeky. "She looked at the house across from me several times," Lisa told Andy. "It used to belong to Channing Tatum. I thought, well, if she moves in, I'll finally have someone to borrow sugar from." The crowd laughed, and Andy couldn't resist teasing. "So you wouldn't mind her as a neighbor?" Lisa smiled. "Let's just say, it would make for interesting afternoons." It was lighthearted, but fans couldn't help noticing that even Lisa's teasing carried less sting than in years past. Perhaps she too has softened. A shared legacy on Bravo. Whether or not they ever rebuild their friendship, Kyle and Lisa remain two of the most influential figures in Real Housewives history. Together, they shaped the early identity of RHOBH, mixing humor, glamour, and emotional storytelling in a way that made it one of the most watched shows on Bravo. Over the years, both women have built their own successful worlds. Lisa has expanded her business empire and remained a fan favorite across multiple shows. Kyle, meanwhile, has continued to lead RHOBH as its longest-standing cast member while balancing her acting projects, family life, and evolving career. Still, the chemistry they shared, part friendship, part friendly rivalry, remains unmatched. The power of growth and perspective. What makes Kyle's comments stand out today is how far she's come personally. Her openness to reflect, rather than rehash, shows maturity that fans have admired. "I've learned not to let old pain define my relationships," Kyle said recently. "At some point, you just let go, not because you don't care, but because peace matters more than pride." That sentiment resonated deeply with fans, many of whom took to social media to share their support. "This is the Kyle we've been waiting for," one viewer tweeted. "Strong, classy, and able to look back without bitterness." Could a reunion ever happen?